Coming up, armed police are out in force. A wanted driver does a runner.
Go get him, B, I'll go round.
Round now or we'll fix the floor.
And the gobby suspect refuses to come quietly.
Order! You're a risk, stop struggling. Stop struggling.
Across the UK, careless driving's on the rise, with an increase in drivers being banned from the roads. And keeping the streets of West Yorkshire safe is a constant battle for the Interceptors.
One of the problems in Bradford is it's got a reputation as Bradford. There's no two ways about it. And I don't want to say it lives up to it, but tonight so far, there we go. It's all right. He can just do whatever he wants, apparently, and it just happens all the time. The standard of driving in Bradford is just absolutely abysmal.
Petrolhead Chris Spencer, or Spenner to his mates, first joined traffic 15 years ago and dreams of owning a McLaren P1. But tonight he might need a supercar. It's just after midnight and Spenner's on the tail of a Golf GTI herring through back streets.
Got a vehicle failing just off, it's a silver Golf. Just stand by for a wrench.
Crewed with rookie Illy Khan, Spenner's trying to keep up with a Golf GTI that can reach a top speed of 155 miles per hour.
Oh.
The reckless driver boots it through a red light, narrowly missing a white van. Overtaking at 50 miles an hour, this driver needs to be stopped, and Chris calls for backup.
Speed is 50 miles an hour. Come here, Chris, stop over for T-Pack, please. Yeah, speed is now 90 miles an hour.
Ragging it through a built-up area at 3 times the speed limit, Spenner suspects the driver is uninsured.
Accelerating now to 80 miles an hour. Still safe to continue.
Unable to shake Spenner off, the driver makes his most dangerous manoeuvre yet.
Got a crash. Get it, quick, get it. Get out of the car, no! Get out of the car! Get out of the car on the floor! Get the other guy! Stand down your back, other guy, get him!
As Spenner nicks the driver,
Get out! Get out this way!
the passengers are quickly in cuffs.
Give me a hand.
The driver thought he could take a corner at high speed, with catastrophic results, crashing into parked cars, destroying a wall, and taking out a lamppost. It's a miracle no one was injured.
You look how many people are here now, just surrounding us within seconds of this happening. What if these people had been stood there when he made this turn? It could have killed 10 people. We're going 90 mile an hour down here on a 30 mile an hour road. I've seen him take that turn. Immediately you know he ain't going to make it. They're just utter morons. There's no way to describe it, is there? Just fools. What's your name? What? Yeah, obviously. I'm asking you, what's your name? What's your name? It isn't an option.
I don't feel comfortable saying that.
What? I don't care. What is your name? What? What? Haroon what? What? I can't hear you. You don't have to whisper.
Outside of the car.
What is your name? I can't hear it. You're on camera anyway. Haroon Amin.
Yeah.
Right, Haroon, let me quickly tell you. You have to say anything in my defence. You don't mention one question, something which later line in court. Anything you do, say maybe with evidence. You're on the arrest for dangerous driving and suspicion of theft of this car at this moment in time, alright? Anything you want to say to that? Super.
And Spenner's got a hunch why the driver was so desperate to escape.
Unfortunately, it's not an uncommon sight. I imagine it's going to be something simple. He'll be disqualified, have no licence, or I'll have no insurance. I'd say we'll find out in a minute. I imagine this will, from experience, it won't be a stolen car. This will just be he's got no documents. I'd bet my life that that's all it's going to be.
But an update blows his theory out of the water.
The gentleman driving this car, as I said that, I bet my life he's got no licence, no insurance. It turns out I'm wrong. He has got a licence, he has got insurance, and unbelievably, it's his car. He's totally, not only legally able to drive that car. As we put it, he's legit on that car. There's no reason to do what he's done, apart from the fact he just doesn't see why he should stop for us. You are the registered keeper and you're insured, mate. So you just have to stop, then the law doesn't apply to you. Unlucky sunshine, then.
Do you think that's acceptable to do that?
The driver's phone's ringing, but he'll have Spenner's words ringing in his ears.
What would have happened if my daughter had stepped out of U-turn right here? What kind of moron thinks they're going to be able to make that turn at 90 miles an hour? You actually look like quite an intelligent lad. Have you been arrested before? I know, I say, you don't look like that kind of guy. I just don't understand why you would do what you've just done.
I just seen it behind me and it's just like...
It's like, what? You got nothing to hide. Officer, I'm really sorry for driving like an idiot.
Get on your way, that's it, job done.
The reckless driver, who caused mayhem on the streets, pleaded guilty to dangerous driving. His 2 passengers were released without charge.
There's just no consideration for anyone at all but themselves, especially when he's got no reason to do it. I can't compute why this has happened. It just beggars belief. You meet some stupid people, but this lad's probably going to rank right at the top at the minute.
First 2 vehicles need to turn left.
Coming up, guns are drawn at a house party. A man tries a daring rescue attempt.
In our car.
If you don't go away...
No.
You'll...
I'm not going to go out, mate.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and all is quiet on the streets. The pubs and clubs have chucked out, and the Interceptors could be in for a quiet night.
We haven't stopped a car this week, have we?
No.
Apart from the mobile
We've tried,
phone.
but we've lost them, haven't we?
Yeah.
One of the longest-serving Interceptors, Chris Percy's well known at the station for blowing his own horn in the West Yorkshire Police Brass Band. He spotted a car up ahead with only one side light.
I'll stop him and have a word.
It's a routine stop, but with 23 years on the job, he knows to expect the unexpected. His partner for the night, rookie Eve Boardman, goes to have a word.
You all right? You all right just to jump in the back? We're just doing some stop checks, that's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to jump in?
Just turn the engine off, jump in the back of the car.
The driver's eager to please and gets into the back of his own car.
Turn the lights off and
In the back of our car.
Oh, I'm going to say it didn't make sense.
No, in the back of our car.
Bit dull.
This side.
As the penny drops for the lad, his brother appears.
Just jump in the back.
What's going on? Yeah, I'm saying what's going on.
We're just doing stop checks, that's all.
My brother.
Right, OK.
Oh, it's not to worry about. Just run through some details, all right?
Can I just speak to you for 2 minutes?
No, you can't. We're dealing with him.
A faulty side light is a minor offence, and the cops just need to give the driver some advice.
The car, it's locked in, all right.
Hold on, 2 minutes.
No, sorry, we're dealing with it now.
But this lad's under the impression his brother needs rescuing.
Right.
No, I'm not really.
Right, we're dealing with him, all right. It's in our car.
If you don't go away...
No.
You'll...
I'm not going to go out, mate. It's my brother.
The driver isn't overly impressed with his brother's attempts to spring him.
We're
Don't
going to
get
deal with
yourself
him.
in trouble. We'll deal with him, okay?
It's all right. Saying it.
All right.
I'm saying it.
Who's this coming up here?
Dad, that's my dad.
Your dad, is it?
Yeah. Please don't
Right,
grab
let me go and have a word with your
Yeah,
dad.
go
You
for
just stay here, keep calm.
And now the dad is making an appearance.
Is this your son?
Yeah.
He's just come running down the road and he's starting
He's
to...
the hothead, is
Yeah.
Jordan.
Do you want to sort him out?
Yeah, come on, John. Come in, car.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah, you're going to stay here and we'll... while we get tell you what's happening.
Yeah, Jordan.
If you want to stay here, that's
Jordan.
fine.
I'm not
Just
going.
get
No, I'm not going.
Jordan, get in the car. No, get in the car now.
We've got to go through all our checks. Get in the car.
The cops are hoping the stubborn man will listen to his dad, freeing them up to deal with the driver.
Do you know who stopped you tonight? Because on your offside lights, you've got two. You know the front. You've got headlight and the side light. They're both out, so you've only got a light on one side.
I didn't even realise.
Because it looks like a motorbike from a distance, and people
I understand. I
can't judge
completely
it.
understand why.
So that's why we stopped you.
I didn't even realise.
On the street, the lad is also refusing to listen to his dad.
Right. Don't open the door.
He's got a light out. All we've got to do is give him paper.
I'll wait.
All right?
I want you to go with your dad.
I better say no. I don't want to go.
Or I'm gonna take you.
Take me away, let's.
Because you start to
Take me away. Take me away. I'm literally not talking. So I won't talk.
Jordan, listen.
Go and get in the car with your dad.
Please, I'm asking you. If you respect me, get in the car, please. I'm asking you, not them, me, not the policeman, me, your father. So you're not bothered them.
I'm worried about.
Are you bothered about me? I'm his father. I'm your father. I'm asking you now to come.
I said no.
So you're not gonna?
No.
Right,
You go
that's it
for
then.
it.
All right,
Fine.
that's fine. That's what you do, though. That's totally disrespecting me now.
If you inquire, it's not all right with your brother, it'll be out in 20 minutes. All right?
I said no. Sorry.
Can you let me out the car, man? Hey!
Thanks to his brother, the driver's now been locked in the cop car for 20 minutes.
Why
Now the lad decides to pick on our camera operator.
Move that way.
Please don't touch me.
Just move
I am
that way.
touching you, so please don't touch me. Is that all right?
Right, well, if
Please
you're
don't
going to
touch
stand
me.
in front of me like
I'm
that,
not.
I'm going
Look,
to
I'm
move
standing
you out
here.
the way,
That's all right. I'm standing here. Is that all right? Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
Let them do the job.
This is not the job.
Yeah, what's your
job to do,
job,
innit?
Jordan?
I don't work.
You don't work?
No.
All right.
You are now obstructing police. I'm warning you are obstructing police. Right, if you're not going to go away and you continue to obstruct us, I'm going to have to arrest you.
What's obstructing me?
Just as the Interceptors are about to nick the mouthy man, there's another drama for Dad. The drunk passenger in his car has fallen out.
It's all right.
I'm not being aggressive.
You don't have to be aggressive.
Dad checks the drunk passenger and once again tries to take his feisty son away.
It's all right.
Please sort him out.
You just stay here now.
I'm not staying here.
You are, Jordan.
You
You're staying
sort
here
him out.
now.
But the lad's still refusing to listen.
You stay here, Jordan.
And the Interceptors have had enough.
Right, I've
That's
got
what
me
I'm
in
saying.
there. He's not going anywhere.
Everyone
You
films.
come in with me.
Jordan, look.
You're under arrest for obstructing.
Oh, look, come on. I said I've got him. Come on, please. I've got him. Jordan.
We've given you a
Wait,
warning.
you're giving him
I'm talking. Let me talk.
I'm giving you a fair warning.
Right, you're gonna charge me.
Yeah, if you want to get him in the car,
Put the arm round now or we'll take you to the floor.
But the lad decides to put up a fight.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing all
You're trying to
this.
get away from it. Jordan! You're a risk.
stop struggling.
Jordan!
Stop struggling.
Jordan! You silly boy, honestly. This is what happens when you don't listen to the authorities.
So just keep him here till other unit arrives. Just keep him up on that. Keep on that side of him.
Was it worth it, Jordan?
It's like,
Was it worth it, Jordan? Yes or no? No, that's the answer. You're silly. Right, I'm going home. Just let me know what happens, please. There's no point in me being here now, really.
All right. Well, you tried anyway. Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Dad's given up in despair, leaving his wayward son to look forward to a night in the cells. The driver passed the breath test and was given words of advice for having a faulty side light. However, his brother was found guilty of obstructing a police officer and received a 6-week curfew with electronic monitoring. He was also ordered to pay £85 in victim surcharges.
Obviously, he came down. His brother's in the car. His father came to help. His father couldn't do anything with him, so we had no choice really. He wouldn't give up. He wouldn't persist, and he was just obstructing us in carrying out our duty. So he's been arrested for obstructing police. So I'll be transported back and dealt with and kept until he's sobered up. Obviously, it's the drink I think that's affecting him tonight. So there you go.
Last year, call-outs to firearms incidents in West Yorkshire surged by a staggering 34%.
Oh, police! Oh, police, you in there!
Some 999 calls reporting illegal weapons are from malicious time wasters. Some are false alarms, but all are taken seriously. Tonight, another call-out to firearms incidents just came through. It could be another time waster, but the Interceptors can't take any chances.
There's quite a large party going on, and there's 3 persons out in the rear garden firing what's been described as a rifle.
A police helicopter, firearms officers and dog unit are on their way.
So it does sound quite credible, does this?
Interceptor Steve Huntington previously worked as a firearms officer. Now he's a dog handler, rounding up criminals with Belgian Shepherd Macy.
She's very vocal, very noisy. She's not the biggest dog. I've had people say, well, what are you going to do with that sort of thing? But when she's needed to do what she needs to do, she's done her job whenever she's needed to do.
Tonight, 3 men are reported to be firing guns in a residential area. The Interceptors need to control the situation by whatever means necessary.
All we want is peaceful resolutions to everything. You know, we're not there to hurt people. There may be guns on show, dog will be out, we don't want to have to use them, but they're there if we have to do.
A few streets away from the target address, Steve meets the firearms team to make a plan of action.
The helicopter's on the way. I don't think they're far away, so they're going to get some sort of visual containment for us, and then we'll roll in.
The eye in the sky confirms the 3 suspects are in the back garden and guide the team in. They're facing the unknown, and with 6 firearms units, a force helicopter, 2 response units and the dog team, they're not taking any chances.
There should be access to the side. Vehicle's black line, you continue forwards just slightly.
As firearms officers get into position, Steve and Macy get ready for runners. It could be a false alarm, but with live rounds aimed at the house, Steve's concerned about inquisitive members of the public.
You just go back in your house, love. Hello? You just go back in your house. Thank you. With residential properties like this, I mean, it's not too late on a Friday night. And you can hear all the noise that the helicopter and everything else makes. It don't take much for people to come out and have a nosy, which is fair enough, it's understandable, but you just need to make sure they stay well out of the way.
Now the Interceptors need to get the 3 suspects out of the house. But they're unsure if the men inside are still armed. And before they kick the door in, a suspect appears, but he's only armed with a can of lager. There's no sign of a gun on the 2nd suspect. And the 3rd is half naked.
We've called out what we believe to be the 3 suspects, if you like, from the rear garden. They're telling us that there's no one else in the property.
The suspects might be telling the truth, but the Interceptors still need to search.
Occupation number... Please! Come outside!
Firearms officers have gone in just to clear the house of any further people. And then we'll try and find out what this alleged firearm is that they've supposedly been shooting at each other.
But there's no sign of any firearms. It's a false alarm and a complete waste of their time. Steve's relieved that no one was hurt, but he's less than pleased with the 999 caller.
What we've had there, 6 firearms cars, a helicopter, 2, maybe 3 district units, ourselves, for what is looking like some idiots mucking about. And all these units could be elsewhere, better deployed on other stuff. But when firearms are mentioned, you've got to treat it as a real threat.
No firearms were found, and the cops suspect the call to 999 was indeed a hoax. No arrests were made, and the 3 men were left to continue with their party. Coming up, Interceptors stop a van they suspect is linked to an incident involving a machete.
Jump out, mate.
And a pursuit ends in a dump and run.
Go get him, B. I'll go round.
It's Monday afternoon, and Interceptors Ben Pearson and Ben Barraclough are out on patrol in Keighley. It seems they may have upset the Sarge.
I get put with him for a punishment, and he gets put with me for a punishment.
Ben Pearson, known as Benny Boy, loves spending time with his kids, and his proudest police moment was receiving an award for bravery in front of his family. His sidekick Ben's got a weakness for takeaways and peanut butter and crisp sandwiches, and loves playing five-a-side footy. And today he might need his running legs. They're behind an Astra that failed to stop 2 weeks ago when it was involved in an accident.
Romeo 30, vehicle failed to stop in Keighley, going to Ross. X-ray Romeo 30, vehicle failed to stop, Keighley, and it's taken a right onto Russell Street, requesting T-Pack authority.
It's a densely populated area, and the driver's making dangerous moves to try and lose the cops.
It's taken a right onto Cernus Road, clear.
Flying over the speed bumps, he's now heading towards the busy mosque.
Yes. It's taken a left onto Devonshire Street. Left onto Devonshire Street. Stand by for a decamp.
He's abandoned the Astra and legs it.
Go get him, B, I'll go round.
Benny Boy's trying to head off the runaway driver with his car, while Ben's hot on the suspect's heels. But before he can help with the chase, the abandoned car's careering towards people leaving the mosque. And he needs to try and stop it. But it crashes into a parked car, just missing a man. Meanwhile, in the back streets, Ben's still chasing the feckless driver.
I've lost my cut. He's taking a right onto Broomfield Road, running case on foot, Asian male, white t-shirt. It's very good, you know. So,
30, is my colleague alright?
yeah, I'm fine, B.
Shout up in order.
You got it?
No, mate, I'm crimp.
The suspects managed to escape, but Ben's got a good excuse.
It's hard work running this weather anyway.
Yeah,
But he were on his toes. And when you go into an area like it is in here, it's all crisscrosses. Everybody knows each other around here. So, likelihood is he's bedded down in somebody's house. So we'll go back to the car and we'll do some digging on the car and see what we can find there. Played football before shift today with the team, and I purposely said to you I'm not going to run today. 20 minutes into shift and I'm running. And I don't like losing people, it's not something I do. But we'll all come, we'll find out who it is. And they'll come.
Oh no, one apology, a quick now.
Even more annoying than losing a suspect is the carnage he could have caused with his reckless driving.
You've just got to look. I mean, what time is it? 20 to 6 o'clock. And there's, I mean, look at it, heaving with children. It's kicking out time at the mosque. So, he'll come, I'm sure he'll come again.
It wasn't only the suspect's dangerous driving that could have caused injury. Not putting on the handbrake could have killed.
My first instincts were I'll turn the car around and obviously give chase with Ben. But when I've looked in the rearview mirror, I can see the car. It's obviously going backwards down the hill. Mosque is kicking out. There's a load of children on the side of the road. So it's about their safety more than anything else. And if someone's got to get away, someone's got to get away. I don't want anyone knocked over. But unfortunately, it's crashing this gentleman's car before I got to it because there was a gentleman behind me. So obviously, I can't do it more. Where's the gentleman for this? Is it 50? Oh, he's there in here. It was 2 seconds. Now then, pal, you all right? Right. On this piece of paper, police log is 1501.
Checking the car's details, it becomes clear why the driver did a runner.
The insurance comes back to a female, and obviously it wasn't a female that was driving, which is probably why he didn't stop. Contrary to belief, we can sometimes tell the difference between a male and a female. He was clearly a male, and clearly not insured.
The people who were leaving the mosque have had a lucky escape.
All young lunatics driving in cars without insurance, maybe, and that's why they're happening this. And that's the worst thing. Is this in this place in Keighley is the worst things. All the kids gonna get hurt, isn't it? You understand?
But not all the locals are as pleased to see the Interceptors.
Right. Do you want to move your car? Oi! Move your car! Stop chirping!
Yeah, move your car. Yeah, do it while you're driving off.
The woman who owns the car has turned up, and the Interceptors want to know who was behind the wheel.
It's your car, you're insured on it. You're going to have to come up with a better excuse than it's been in garage.
She's claiming her car was in the garage and doesn't know who was driving it.
All these people that were outside here, their lives have been put at risk by someone who's driving that car to their house in down streets of Keighley. It's that simple.
The woman who owned the car was given 28 days to identify the driver. She failed to do so and was reported for failing to name the driver when required and awaits her day in court. Across the UK, automatic number plate recognition cameras grab 25 to 35 million registrations a day. Vehicles with no insurance, no MOT, connected to firearms and illegal drugs will set off the cameras and automatically alert the cops.
So we've got a report of a Ford Transit just on this stretch of road. So we'll see if we can catch up. It's previously at cameras here. Vehicle's been used or seen near an incident in which a machete was used.
Interceptor Steve Oliver's got an impressive arrest rate. He has an uncanny ability to sniff out devious drivers and dodgy vehicles. But today, he's getting the help of the ANPR cameras. He's on the same stretch of road as a white van connected to a suspected machete attack.
X-ray Romeo 3-1, we're behind it now.
But Steve's on his own and will need backup.
There's every possibility there could be a weapon in the vehicle. There's every possibility that the two occupants are the same occupants who used the machete at the time of the incident. I've got Parva on me. If the worst comes to the worst, I'm screaming to my radio, I'll run away.
With knife crime on Britain's streets at record levels, Steve's hoping help's on the way.
Being single crewed, all I can do is deal with one, and that will probably be the driver at the time, and then I'll hopefully try and get another unit to me. There's always safety in numbers.
Fortunately for Steve, backup arrives in an X5.
Firearms unit's just there to the offside. Before we light it up, before it's sort of had the chance, or before the driver's had the chance to think about going off, we'll try and get it safely boxed in and stopped. It saves any pursuit starting, which is always a dangerous thing. Oh, it's going lane 2. He's clearly aware what he's doing, otherwise we just need him in lane 1 to push him to the near side.
The unmarked unit pulls in behind the van, but Steve suspects the occupants know they're being tailed.
3-1 Firearms. If you come to a stop at the top, do you want to go across the front on him?
If the traffic lights stay red, it could be a chance for the Interceptors to make their move.
Excellent. I'll pull tightly up behind him, you go across the front of him. So we're going to put a stop on here at these lights.
No, yeah. Just flipping me on.
Jump out, mate.
Nah, no way.
Keep that there for us. Leave that there. Just jump out for me.
Put your phones on the seat. And just behind your back first.
Well, what's happened here?
Just watering on you.
3-1, yes. Stop outside fire station on the corner.
Can you tell me what's happened, mate?
Vehicle's been involved in an incident in the East Midlands.
What?
This vehicle. And that's why we've stopped it, just to verify the details of the persons inside.
Steve has a dig around in the van.
No, mate, nothing I don't have. Scotland.
We've had a search in the back of the vehicle. It scrapped a couple of radiators in the microwave oven, so nothing in terms of the original offence, no machete.
There's no sign of a machete, but Steve has a hunch there's something not right with the van. A search of the glove box turns up cannabis. Still not satisfied, he checks the vehicle identification number.
Vehicle's on false plates showing no insurance, mate.
What?
Vehicle's on false plates. Sorry?
That's it, not bought a dodgy van.
I'm not trying to say anything, I'm just telling you the facts as they are. The VIN number doesn't match the registration plates. Looks like it's been cloned in some form yet. The reason why I don't know as yet, but it looks like it's on clone plates at the moment.
We could try, I've got one.
The shifty driver's given his details, but Steve smells a rat.
Kieran, is that really your name, son?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We've got no trace of you.
What do you mean?
The only person we've got traced at road is a Kieran with a date of birth 2001 being 17, which definitely isn't you.
Yeah, don't give us a reason.
Mark.
Don't give us a reason.
Everything else is right, just change it back to lock you up.
Mark.
Yeah.
Checks with control reveal why the driver's telling porkies.
Mark, you're provisional licence holder only, aren't you, mate?
For what?
Provisional licence holder only as well.
Yeah.
You're taking your car, mate, for no insurance, no licence.
Because the driver was later given a 12-month driving ban, ordered to pay £882 for driving without a licence or insurance on a previous occasion, no further action was taken on this matter or in relation to the clone plates. Steve also confiscated cannabis from the passenger. He received a community resolution order for the possession of cannabis. Later information showed the occupants of the van were not the suspects wanted for the machete attack.
People always try and take a shortcut. Some people see driving as their right to drive. Other people are simply lazy and can't be bothered. Where this gentleman falls, I don't know. But I'm sure he falls in one of the two or possibly between both. You all right, sir?
How are you doing, all right?
Coming up, an angry driver heckles Steve.
Come to arrest me. What's your badge number, please? I'm going to take a note.
Can do. Portable 74, sir. No, I haven't come.
I think you just come to arrest me, haven't you?
Got a vehicle failing to stop on Staygate roundabout.
And an uninsured driver makes a bold statement.
You know if I didn't stop, I would have had you up the link.
What would you done about that stinger, though?
Stinger, I would have gone around it.
The Interceptors come across all sorts of drivers on a daily basis. Some nice.
I love you, you're making my night.
Some not so nice.
Oh no, we do not forget these people on there.
But they need to be prepared to deal with them all.
Yes!
It's Wednesday afternoon, and mild-mannered Interceptor Steve Oliver's back on the prowl. And he spotted something fishy about a souped-up Golf in front.
Front number plate's in his front windscreen, so he's taken it off to try and make his car look cool. We'll see it when he comes up alongside. And then he stuck it in the front near side of his windscreen, thinking that it's being displayed, but it's not being displayed properly. So you can see he's clearly got the front of his car done out.
A simple chat with the driver could resolve the issue.
You all right, sir?
How are you doing, all right?
Not bad. Any idea why I've stopped you?
Sure, mate. No, tell us why.
You been in a bump this morning?
I've been in a pub this morning. No, I've been at work.
So why is your front number plate not on the front of your car?
Just fallen off, that's all.
When's that happened, sir? Fallen off just now?
Yeah.
Where's the pins on, where's the screw bits at the front?
Tape, mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
It hasn't fallen off, has it?
Yeah, it has.
It hasn't fallen off because there's bugs on there. My guess is...
Come to arrest me. What's your badge number, please? I'm going to take a note.
Can do. Portable 74, sir. No, I ain't come...
I think you just come to arrest me, haven't you?
I ain't come to harass you, sir. You're committing a moving road traffic offence.
Right then.
Section 163 of the Road Traffic Act.
Filmed either. You know, I'm entitled. No, I'm entitled to a freedom.
Okay.
And freedom of speech as well.
You can,
I
sir.
will take your number as well.
You can.
The driver doesn't seem in any mood for some road safety advice.
What's your badge number, sir?
Portable 74.
Order 74. What's the reason you stopped me? From the registration, yeah?
Registration's not being displayed correctly, sir.
Yeah, can you prove that that hasn't come off this morning?
Sorry?
Can you prove that my registration hasn't come off this morning?
That's why I needed to stop you, wasn't it, sir?
What's your number again?
4774.
4774.
Yep, PC Oliver.
PC Oliver.
That's right.
The driver's attitude could land him in more trouble.
Thank you. Can you do me a favour, sir?
Yeah.
Can you just turn your front wheels just either to right or left lock for me, please?
Steve now needs to check the rest of his car is roadworthy.
Semi-racing, yeah?
Sorry?
Semi-racing ones, you know that?
Still got to have minimum 1.6mm tread, covering 75...
yeah?
No, 1.6.
All right.
Which it hasn't got.
It's what?
Which it hasn't got.
Oh, wasn't it? I wasn't it, that's the line.
Yep, and it's gone down to the line and the line's then worn down. I'll calibrate this for you, sir, by putting it on my bonnet.
Nice one. You're an ace, man. Like you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Yes, I do.
There you go, sir, and we have less than 1mm of tread on that tyre, sir.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You're a good man, aren't you?
The mouthy man's gone to the shop.
I'll see you later, yeah?
Leaving Steve to write up his ticket.
A couple of offences, failed to display the number plate, tyres below, which means that the vehicle is simply, were it to need to brake in the wet, it wouldn't stop in time, and if we need to identify it for any reason, there's every possibility that we wouldn't be able to identify it from the front registration.
Steve won't seize the car, but the driver can expect his summons to court in the post.
Can we run the gentleman through, please, date of birth when you're ready? Yeah, that's excellent, thank you.
And there's even more bad news for the driver.
Gentleman's got 12 points on his licence already. He's committed an offence, 2 ball tyres, 3 points each, which obviously would take him into disqualification. I'll go and give him his licence back, inform him he's been reported for the offence of driving without sufficient tread on the tyres. Tell him he's reported to court.
The driver may not be on the roads much longer, and now he's on the phone to his mum.
You know, I could go in. Honestly. He's here now, Mum. Don't have a little word with him.
You've got 2 tyres that are bald, sir. You've got 12 points on your licence at this moment in time. You're failing to display your number plate correctly on your vehicle.
I'm not obliged to.
So, except... So, you don't have to say anything that may harm your sense. Don't enter one question, something you later write in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Mum, I'll read back.
You're going to be reported for those offences.
Thank you. See you later, yeah.
Court. Just to advise you, the camera is rolling, so we'll actually cover that. You take care, sir.
Freedom, freedom. You're not allowed to go around filming people, do one.
The angry driver, who already had 12 points on his licence, was reported for having insufficient tread on his tyres and failing to display his number plate.
We have over 1,700 deaths a year on the roads, 5 a day. Anything we can do to stop another death on the road, stop any serious injury, we will do. Gentleman doesn't like being stopped, that's fair enough, but he possibly should get some tread on his tyres and then he might not be stopped so often.
In the last few years, sales of high-performance cars in the UK have surged by 40%, with some of these motors able to reach 200 miles per hour plus. Keeping the roads safe and catching them during pursuits can be a challenge for the Interceptors.
If you want to see a car that you'll never think you'll ever see come to Bradford, and you'll see it within a week. Jeremy Clarkson quoted as saying that, and to be fair to Guy, it's just a totally, completely different set of rules here. Whatever, if you think you've seen it all, come here and I guarantee you won't.
Mike Rowe prides himself on his sharp driving skills, and the crazy antics of some lawless drivers keep him on his toes. And tonight, he may have to step up a gear. He's on patrol with Macaulay Haywood and spots a high-spec motor up ahead, belting through residential streets. Overtaking on the wrong side of the road, speeding towards potentially oncoming traffic, the driver's taking death-defying risks. Mike's planning on pulling him over after the lights. But the car shoots off. It seems the cocky driver's taunting the cops. The BMW M4 can reach over 150 miles an hour. If the driver decides to make off, it could be a challenge to catch him.
Romeo 30.
Got a vehicle failing to stop on Staygate roundabout.
And now he runs a red light.
Just entering the M606 southbound.
With the motorway ahead to floor it, the driver thinks better of it.
Switch it off.
Turn your engine off now.
Now. Give me the key.
Give me the key now.
Show me the key. Key!
It's not surprising he's such a bad driver. He can barely see out of the window.
Right,
Grab
get
him
out
out.
now.
You lot wait there.
You, in the
Do
car.
not move.
The driver's in for a grilling about his reckless driving.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Whose car is it? Is it nicked?
No, it's not nicked.
You sure? Because you're locked up if it is. What are you doing then? Start talking.
My licence.
You ain't got one. What are you doing driving for them?
He fesses up to driving the high-performance motor without a licence and claims the car belongs to a friend.
30, it's a stop-stop. M606 entry slip. Vehicle is going to need recovering. Driver's got no licence.
He doesn't realise the trouble he's in and reckons his car could have easily got away.
What's up with car? Nothing, you just couldn't drive it? Or did you just not feel it?
We're just thinking, should I stop or should I just carry on? I was in two minds.
Right, okay. There's another car at the bottom of here.
Yeah?
With Stinger.
With a Stinger? Come on, and then four would have had it up, would have had up UBMs.
What would you have done with Stinger though? Driven over it? Just jumped over it?
Nah, you know if I didn't stop, I would have had you up the lane.
What would you have done about that Stinger though?
Stinger, I would have gone around it.
How? The motorway's only 2 lanes wide. And it's crossing 2 lanes, what would you have done there? You'd have just ended up going straight over it, crashing, flipping car.
I'd have went around it.
It'd have been really embarrassing for you, and we'd have just laughed about it,
It would have been embarrassing for you if I put my foot down.
And you're going to be reported for driving without a licence and insurance, so you don't have to say anything but may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, something you later rely on in court, and anything you do say may be given evidence.
I don't mind, because I'm not getting arrested.
You're not, because you stopped and you seem like an alright guy. You've been right with me, I've been right with you, we're not messing about, are we?
The 50 grand motor will be taken to the pound, but now the owner's turned up to collect it.
You're going to have to come back and get it on Monday.
I need the car, man.
I know, yeah.
With disability.
Can't do naught about it. Shouldn't have took a chase.
Who told you to drive? You know what? I feel like punching your lights out, you know. You're lucky these lot are here, man.
Alright. It's a pain in the ass, but that's what happens when your mates drive your cars around and take a chase from cops.
The driver was reported for driving without a licence or insurance and failing to stop at a red light. He was ordered to pay £1,053 in fines and costs. He also received 8 points on his licence. It's unknown if he's still friends with the owner.
Alright, mate. See you later.
Your lift.
No. See ya.
He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
Fly unit, fly unit.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor!
Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, standby.
On target with their firearms unit.
There's no half break,
In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running, off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the floor! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
It's just another day in paradise.
Coming up,
I'm going to decamp.
time for a not-so-sharp exit. Chump versus Chopper.
Decamp. 2 out and running. Driver said black t-shirt.
And enemies reunited for Benny boy.
Oh, Tommy. Oh, how you doing? How you
Calm down. Calm yourself down.
It's the witching hour. Ghostbusters Nick Priestley and Luke Warren are hunting baddies by the light of the full moon.
I don't think werewolves will be coming out tonight, but there will be a couple of monsters, no doubt, lurking around. So we can get a few.
While they wait for the shadowy underworld to show itself, an important question needs answering.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't think so.
Well, they must exist.
They must exist.
When you die, you don't just go away. You're not saying that, you...
Yeah, well, there's an afterlife, isn't there, I believe, but maybe not as ghosts.
As ghosts.
Like Casper.
Yeah.
Luke may need convincing, and Nick's come armed with the tale of the spectre of Toller Lane Nick.
I have seen a ghost, mate, up at Toller Lane. It's not a very good story, actually, but I was actually having a wee. And I was just minding my own business. As I looked in the mirror behind me at 45 degrees, there was a chap behind me. And it were, I looked round and nobody there. But there is definitely a ghost at one of our police stations, Toller Lane at Bradford, 100%.
Nick might be wary of ghostly goings-on, but he's not afraid of hard work. He started out at 16 as an apprentice panel beater at the Rover Car Group. And he's about to get a visitation from a past life.
Right, I'm just on Wakefield Road, mate. What sort of Rover is it?
75.
The Rover 75, the executive's wheels of choice in a bygone era. But this one's not bound for the boardroom.
There's a Rover that's done a commercial burglary in Huddersfield. I don't know if it's today or overnight, and it's quite a rare car now. It's a Rover. I don't know if it's a Rover 75 or a 25, but either or, it'll stand out. And it's just hit one of our NPR cameras not a million miles away from here. So we're just going to go flood the area and just see what we can pick up.
Nick awaits a reunion with the 75. Another unit has picked it up.
79, we've got it. It's going back into Byley.
There it is.
They're third in a cop car convoy.
50 car 3.
The officer at the sharp end is Interceptor Claire Gray. Who's witnessing a turn-of-the-century getaway car being pushed to the limit.
Bobby on his own, that is at right onto Stuart Avenue. Stand by, we're left.
Inside are suspected serial burglars.
79, we're just approaching Tom Street now, stand by.
Who are playing with fire.
He is left, he's collided with a taxi.
They'll need Nick's panel beating skills at this rate. The runaway Rover blocks the cops, then ignores the round in roundabout.
79, still continuing down Knowles Lane. We've got 50 miles per hour. Traffic still light and pedestrians. Safe to continue.
The 75 isn't known for its off-road ability.
50, stand by, heavy braking.
But he's not read the manual.
It's just going off-road. It's safe to follow. Just over some grassed area. Hang on, it's a decamp.
It's Rover and out as the bad guys decamp like pinballs bouncing off into the darkness. The cops are hot on their heels, but not hot enough. The friends from the Rover have vanished into the night.
We've come running down there. There's no one gone down that way. Right. But when they've decamped, I don't know whether they've come down here or gone up there.
We had a bit of a foot chase, but we lost him down in some back alleys. So, a bit rubbish, but we got the car at CSI to examine it up till we find some prints and lead somebody to it. It's not good for us, this full moons.
The full moon seems to have brought out some of the local characters.
Get your registration.
Definitely.
I've no need to drive up grass there, mate. Jason's already over.
Find it in.
If that were me, I'd get done for that. So why should you have the right to drive upfield?
Because we've got exemptions.
He's got no need to drive on this.
Yeah, how are we meant to get it out then?
What?
Are we going to leave it there or are we going to teleport it out?
Teleport it out.
Oi, oi, oi.
First warning, first warning.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, not a problem. It won't happen again.
Okay, just go and take a seat with me.
He might want to impress his friends with his vocabulary, but insulting an officer is an arrestable public order offence.
What's all that about?
Not mate, just what's your attitude about?
Big mouth and all that. Is it really appropriate for this time of night? Is it? Yes or no?
Really.
Do you think it is?
Did
you? Does that make it all right?
Didn't say it was all right. But
No.
All right, and okay.
Just wait there for us.
All right, no problem.
While the swearwolf cools off in the car, Nick's reacquainted with an old friend.
It's a lovely car, mate, isn't it? Imagine taking this out at our showroom when it was brand new. Lovely. That's a bit of walnut. Bit of class. What is it? It's a Rover 75, mate. It's a gentleman's conveyance of choice.
But this one wasn't conveying any gentleman.
So there's a number of screwdrivers just in the front seat passenger and in footwell, which obviously tools that they will have been using whilst out committing crime. So we'll get those recovered forensically, see if that can lead us to any possible suspects, see if we can find out who was driving the vehicle as well.
Swearwolf has returned to human form, and Nick's no longer being called a...
Oi! Oi! Oi!
He's now got a more family-friendly nickname.
See you later, sausage.
But he can't resist a parting howl.
Oh, what's he swear? Look at him.
Now, is that me being a bald dingy or him being a bald dingy? You bald dingy, Bobo?
I've got a full head, so I'm all right.
Oh, well.
Clearly not talking about it.
They're just wanting a reaction, aren't they? You know, and he can say whatever he wants. We're not bothered, but one lad overstepped the mark. He started calling us this and that, and he just, you know, you can't do that. It's midnight, people are out watching, there's even kids about, you know, and it's calling us unsavoury. And I personally don't mind. You know, I don't care. Call me what you want, but not shouting it so all and sundry can hear. It's just a bit offside, but you're used to that. It doesn't matter what you're doing. They're just playing up because they can. It is what it is. Welcome to paradise.
Yeah.
The Rover turned out to have been stolen in a burglary and was returned to its owner. Inquiries as to the driver and passenger are ongoing. Still to come, a jog in the park for Harry the human megaphone. A disturbing haul for the pit team.
We just never know what we're dealing with, and it can be quite frightening.
And a handy haul belongs in the glove box.
Oh my lord.
The use of weapons is on the rise in West Yorkshire, but the Interceptors have their own secret weapon. The Pit Team, made up of seasoned crime busters like Steph Lyschuk and Harry Jeffrey.
We're just making our way to Castleford along the M62. There's been some information that's been rung in by a member of the public about a silver Seat Altea that's involved in the supply of drugs.
They don't want to be caught with it because they know that they'll probably go to prison if they've got a lot of drugs on them, and they want to avoid that. So if they get any chance to run or evade us, then they will take that chance.
I've got my running legs on today though, so...
Yeah, oh sweet.
This rugby-playing officer has big boots to fill, coming from a long line of West Yorkshire coppers. Unfortunately, Big H measures up with size 13 feet.
We're just in an area of Castleford now. We've sighted possible drug users congregating. So we're just watching, see where they're going, try get in the area where the car will pop out, and then we'll try and implement a strike on it.
The suspect car is on the move, and the boys plot up in their unmarked Beamer.
We're at back of Escape, just after the train station.
It looks like they might be in luck.
Towards Escape, it's coming towards us.
Do you want me to get Stinger out?
You won't have time.
We've got no cars to cover.
But it's a false alarm.
So it's taken second exit, not out there. It's continued on past Tram. It's Leeds Road.
The Seat has taken a different route, but the pit team hunt in packs.
Oh, come on.
And they've caught their prey up ahead.
2-2, we've got a vehicle detected. We've got a driver, it's a passenger, blackmail.
The driver is detained, but the passenger has legged it.
When the plane pass, please. Situation, description for runner.
A colleague points the way. He went
that way. Get round.
And word is he might be armed.
Apparently he's got a knife on him as well, this lad. Will you give us a description, please, buddy? Blackmail.
Plenty of cops are on hand to point him out.
I'll see if we can get round.
But it falls to Harry to chase him down, while Steph blocks the escape route.
Steph, go for the car.
With every second crucial, Harry digs deep.
If you've got him, that'll be you. Then I'm sure the way that my wife, please.
He spots a man matching the description casually walking along.
There you are!
Nice try. The suspect could be carrying a knife.
Give us your hands. Keep your hands out where I can see you. Put your hands out.
So he's going straight into cuffs.
Where have you been running from? I think I got this mail. Can I get Lee? Can you get to me?
Harry, if you can stay with him, I'll get him with you as soon as we can, and then we'll get the dog.
Enter the cavalry.
Fozzie's with me. And double lock these, mate.
Have you got a knife in your pants?
There doesn't appear to be a blade, but there is something else of interest.
This lad's got a large wedge of cash on him.
The boys think he might have dumped something nearby.
There's loads of wasteland there.
Did you see where he ran on there?
As soon as I popped through here, he's been coming this way from there.
Over there. He's come. You see those houses over there?
Yeah.
I was there, and he's come over this fence.
You said that white sign, didn't you?
Yeah.
That area there, I reckon. By the time we've sighted him, he's been walking. So we think he's dropped something in bushes. So fingers crossed we'll find something.
The suspect was out of sight in a large area, which means a lot of legwork. Luckily, some interceptors have 4 of them.
Dog's far more effective at searching an open area like that than we are.
Just be wary, dog's off lead.
So we're looking for the knife that he's been seen carrying, which he didn't have when we detained him, and drugs that he may have discarded. But fingers crossed, we'll come up trumps.
A thorough search turns up no trump card, but cops at the car have been dealt a dodgy pair. Cannabis alongside something more alarming.
Located within the vehicle, we found a large hunting-style, Rambo-style knife, and also a baseball bat wrapped in, we think, is barbed wire. We just never know what we're dealing with. You know, one minute you could be dealing with somebody really, really nice, and then the next thing is they pull a weapon out like that on you, and it can be quite frightening, but it's an ever-increasing thing that we're coming across.
The passenger was summoned to court for possession of cannabis and possession of a knife in public. No further action was taken against the driver. It's all going off in Leeds, with multiple cops pursuing a runaway hatchback.
It's black Ford Fiesta towards Rainbow approach.
Flying through the outskirts to intercept dynamic duo Richard Jaffa Whiteley and Steph Rushworth.
So take a right at the traffic lights.
Come on, where is it?
This advanced driver's dreammobile is an Aston Martin DB5, but he's more than happy today in his patrol car of choice, the BMW 3 Series.
That's acknowledged. Broad lane.
Broad lane? Down here?
I know. Speed is 50 mile an hour. Traffic is light.
Stay here, stay here. Can you get a stinger set up?
But with the pursuit just half a mile away, there's no time to deploy the spikes.
Romeo 4-1, we are on Broad Lane at the moment, Waterloo. It's going to be coming up here.
Incoming.
That's it.
Still Broad lane. Speed is 60 miles an hour. Traffic is light, risk is low.
Do they want us to take over?
The fleeing Fiesta has an unmarked pit car breathing down its neck.
Romeo 4-1, we are car number 2. There's 2 white males in the vehicle.
In a move straight out of the big book of losing the cops, they head straight for a built-up estate.
Intercept continue. Yes, it's right. Fairfield Terrace.
Up ahead, the Fiesta hangs a left into a public park.
Put your handset on 2 interrupts.
It's too risky for the police cars to follow.
Go around then, mate.
But these criminals haven't bargained on one thing. The all-seeing eye in the sky. The police chopper picks up the pursuit in the nick of time, just as the Fiesta exits the path.
Pass through, and we have visual with him. Is now heading towards Fairfield Crescent, back onto left, Fairfield Crescent, and then it's done a right, Fairfield Lane, which is a dead end.
They're on a road to nowhere, but could be planning a decamp. Jaffa puts his foot to the floor to catch up.
Go around, take your next left down here. First right.
Yeah, please. Decamp, 2 out and running, drivers are black t-shirt, navy blue shorts, passenger wearing grey.
While the chopper tracks the suspects, Jaffa and Steph are moments behind.
Over there. Can you drive round? Let me just take keys front car. Right, I've got key, mate.
Now the hunt is on for the runaways. The suspects have split up, so the chopper tracks the driver.
Yeah, it's back out onto Stanley Road and is heading in the direction of Hoff Lane, I believe it is.
And in a game of boy racer versus helicopter, there's only going to be one winner.
Yeah, he's handing himself in, he's on his knees, Stanley Road, 340, Stanley Road. I've got 2 officers approaching him now. That is your driver.
Pit team officers arrive on scene with the passenger in tow as well. It's a full house.
Passenger was wearing the light-coloured clothing.
We'll go back to the car.
With both teenagers captured and in cuffs, they return to the Fiesta.
4-1, we'll go back to the car. Can we start recovering?
Bit of excitement for you. They looked about 15, did them kids? Put some gloves on, we'll search it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've just been involved in this pursuit around Bramley. Could I check the chassis number, please, and the reg number of the vehicle?
While Jaffa checks if the car's stolen, Steph gives it the once-over. And there's a body part in the back seat. Fortunately, it's plastic.
Don't know what that's for.
Oh, my lord. Gotta hand it to you. Yes, that's the one.
Give him a big hand. Fake fingers aside, the car's clean. But is it a thumbs up or down for Jaffa's work behind the wheel?
What do you reckon for Jaffa's driving, Steph? 7.5 out of 10.
It's a 7.5 because all I had to do was follow after the car in front. Cheeky stuff. At least I can drive.
And the icing on the cake.
Yeah. Well, it's stolen.
Stolen?
Turns out the car that we've just been pursuing is a stolen car. So even nicer. Two caught, helicopter, 2 detained, stolen car recovered. So yeah, even better job now we've got that information.
The driver, caught red-handed in a stolen car, was fingered for dangerous driving and no insurance. He got 8 months in a young offenders institution, suspended for 2 years, 24 months supervision, 100 hours of unpaid work, and a 2-year driving ban with an extended retest. The passenger was cautioned for possession of a controlled drug. Still to come, a repeat drink driver blames everyone apart from himself.
If that's what ABS cost me, you've just wiped my life out.
And another happy customer for Benny Boy.
Nothing. Yeah, you're nothing, bro. You're nothing.
Stop with you.
Don't put me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Although drink driving has dropped over the past 3 decades, over 200 people are still killed in drink driving accidents every year. And some offenders never learn.
You do get people that are repeat offenders, and you just think, why? You've been caught once before, why would you want to do it again? You know, you lose your licence and you potentially lose your liberty, so what's the point in taking that sort of a risk? I don't think these people ever sort of think to themselves, well, what if a drink driver hit a member of my family and killed them? People have a drink and think they're indestructible.
Officers Tom Whitehouse and Dave Robbo Robson are acting on a tip-off.
He's regularly out drink driving and usually sits at St Ledger's pub, so it'd be nice to catch up to him if we can do.
The suspect apparently lives just 500 metres from the pub. It's fair to say Tom is less than impressed.
As far as I'm concerned, it's zero tolerance. It's ridiculous. If you're going to be drinking, you either walk or get a taxi home. It's the majority of collisions we see are from people that are under the influence of either drink or drugs. The pub's just here on left-hand side, that's it.
I don't know what they are.
The tip-off looks legit.
There we go, yeah, that's van.
It's now a waiting game.
Yeah, if we plot up in car park or nearby there.
Whereabouts?
On side street here, we could, because it comes this way. Been told he usually leaves about quarter to the hour, so we'll see.
And that's only minutes away.
I'd start looking now, I think.
If the suspect clocks the marked police car, he might choose a stroll home instead. But it's perfect timing.
Is that it there?
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, look.
Perfect.
This driver is suspected to be under the influence. They waste no time in pulling him over.
Go.
Look, guys. Hello, sir. How we doing?
All right.
So we flick engine off. Do you want to take a seat back of our car, mate?
Go on.
Just drop sig for me, pal.
Right, I've had information that you've just been drinking. So therefore we're going to require a breath test from yourself.
That's fine.
Okay.
Down to business.
So when was your last drink?
About 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Well, no, not even that. Probably 5.
As the suspect has just been drinking, his levels may still be rising.
We'll give it
another 10 minutes.
Give it a couple of minutes and we'll... We've been stopped before for it then?
Yeah, I have, mate, yes.
Have you? We've been convicted in past then?
I'm an ex-squaddy.
You what, sort of?
I was an ex-squaddy.
Mike.
The ex-squaddy avoids the question. Maybe as he's a repeat drink driver with 3 convictions to his name.
How much have we had to drink today, Phil?
I think about 2.
2.
2 and a bit.
Time to put the 2 and a bit to the test.
Right, buddy, lean forward for me. Put your lips around here, I'll hold it, and give me one long continuous breath until I say to stop. Keep going. Lovely. Spot on. Right, sir. You have blown 77, which is double the legal limit.
It seems the bit might actually have been a lot.
So at this time, you're under arrest, under suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol.
Okay, fine.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, some which will later rely on in court, and if you do so, maybe given evidence.
You should be used to this by now.
Stand up for me, mate.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Safe in cuffs, it's off to the nick. The suspect is keen to remind the boys he served in the forces.
Do you like to get me army warrant card out of my pocket?
It don't matter who you are, I don't know you from Adam, do I? So.
No, you don't.
No,
I'm just telling you what I've done for a living.
Well, regardless of what you've done for a living, we treat everyone the same.
Quality, mate, yeah. Happy days.
If it's sympathy he's after, it's in short supply. And by the time they reach the nick, that's sunk in.
You boys have to do your job, I know that. The outcome is the outcome, whatever happens. Don't worry, I don't take it back up. I know, I'm not. Trust me. Whatever happens. I don't want against it.
Well, the thing is,
You don't want against it?
it's not first time as well, though, is it?
No, I've had a couple of goes here. But again, I did come asking.
But he's still trying to justify his actions.
You've not been what I've been.
No,
You've not done what I've done.
No, I'm not saying I have. I've also been to a lot of road traffic collisions where people have died due to drugs and alcohol, so it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
It's more of a slippery slope. He's facing a 4th drink driving conviction.
If you'd just like to take a seat on there for me. So I require you to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis by means of an approved device. Take a big deep breath, seal the lips on that, and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's great, thank you. Just have a seat again now.
Please tell me not.
The legal limit is 35.
Results are in 2 readings. First one's 81, second one's 79. So you're over the limit. Each one.
More than double, in fact.
79. On 3?
The 2 and a bit has been topped up to 3, but Robbo isn't buying it.
Just goes to show there's more in his system than what we first thought. It's going up. It says he's had 3 pints. It's a bit over double. I think there'll be a bit more.
All this to avoid the 6-minute walk home.
That's the end of my business. That's the end of basically 10 lads that work for me. Obviously, I'm going to now go to court. I'm going to lose his licence. I'll probably go into jail. Obviously, because I did it before. If that's what 3 beers cost me, you've just wiped my life out.
All right. You just take your
Trust
shoe
me.
off. Take your shoe off, please. Thank you.
But you're going to lock up. But you're going to lock somebody up that's got more medals at home than you can put on the sticker.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's back on the blame game, but needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror.
He had everyone to blame but himself, didn't he? But at the end of the day, no one's forced the beer down his neck. No one's forced him to drink and drive. You'd think he'd learn after the first time, never mind second, third and fourth. So no sympathy for him.
The suspect pleaded guilty to drink driving and was disqualified for 18 months, with £85 CPS costs and a £90 victim surcharge.
Right, let's go find another.
It's the middle of the night shift. All around town, patrols are on the hunt for a suspected clone silver Golf. But so far, their prey is proving elusive.
I've turned its lights off and we have successfully lost sight of it. Going towards Queensborough, Bradford.
Get behind it.
Rather than chase shadows, Ben Pearson and Matt Ransom box clever and plot up. And Sugar Ray Benny is buzzing.
I've got more sugar in me now than a sugar factory's got in Sugarville.
This sweet-toothed copper is a secret Take That fan who used to love treading the boards at school. But the only drama this evening is in his stomach.
It's tingling my tum-tum. It's just like there's that buzz in there knowing that something's happening. Another one coming. It's just obviously back to this cat and mouse game.
The mouse in the stolen Golf is proving hard to catch, despite the number of cats on the prowl.
There's more cops in one little village now than there is anywhere else, probably in England. And we can't seem to drop on them.
But as the sun rises, there's a breakthrough. The silver Golf has been spotted a couple of miles away in Halifax.
So we're going to head towards the area. It's got a unit plotted up where it's been seen.
Benny Boy is keen not to miss the welcoming party.
That's the whole pass through to us now. I'll go and thank you.
A district unit is already on scene.
Yes, that's my colleague. We're just pulling him now.
Whereabouts is it?
Scoot around.
The suspect is still in the Golf, and Ben bowls over for a proper Yorkshire hello.
Hey, wait, that's all driving now.
Hiya, pal.
Who's it, right?
No.
This copper comes bearing gifts.
Just going to put some jewellery on you.
Putting jewellery on me, man.
Why? Right, because first of all, we're going to search you.
Search me for what?
Well, you're going to be getting locked up, pal.
For what?
Well, first of all, it's a stolen car.
Stolen from where?
Ilkley.
The lad denies stealing the car, but he can't deny what's down his trousers.
Right. He's been searched. There's obviously that down his pants.
Yeah.
It's a bag of cannabis.
Do you want us to hold that? We'll search the car for you.
There's another discovery in the car.
Do you want a rubber cosh?
Thank you.
Front passengers.
What? What's your name? Hold on.
The suspect tries to use his mobile and kicks off when stopped.
Just grab my phone. You're not allowed to just grab my phone. You're nothing. Yeah, you're nothing, bro. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. Don't put me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. You understand? Get off them. Nothing. Nothing.
Chuckles is in no mood to chill.
Nothing. What are you doing taking my shit off me?
Well, she locked up, pal.
Stop.
About. Calm down.
Calm yourself down.
Calm down. Do you understand?
Tell me, bro. You understand me? Yeah. You can't bully me much.
Not bullying you.
Don't work with me, Charles. Do you understand? They do not work with me much. They don't work. Listen, you felt the power, mate. Get off the cuffs now.
Okay.
He's clearly agitated, but Benny Boy uses his 20 years' experience to defuse the situation.
He's done it because you are getting aggressive with him.
What's your name? Tom. Tom. Yeah.
Tom, at this point, are under arrest.
His name now rings bells.
Oh, Tommy. Hello.
Yeah,
How are you doing? You've changed, haven't you?
You do know me, yeah.
Yeah, you've changed, haven't you?
What?
Ben's dealt with this lad before and manages to calm him enough to hear the charges.
You're under arrest on possession of a theft of a motor vehicle. It's a nicked car.
Right.
All right. Possession of cannabis.
Right.
All right.
You're going to know me for possession of cannabis?
Well, yeah, because I kind of actually.
Right, Thomas. Do you want to step out, Cal, mate?
And possession of an offensive weapon.
What offensive weapon?
There's a cosh.
Is this the van for him?
Koshgate relights his fire.
Right, Thomas. Thomas, there's a cosh.
What cosh?
Thomas, there's a cosh.
What cosh?
Look at me. There's a
No,
cosh.
ain't no cosh.
Thomas, there's
Don't
a cosh
start making charges up, you.
Right, Thomas.
There is no
Thomas.
cosh.
Right, anything else on you? Oh, down the middle of your pants.
No, hold on.
Right. Just come over here to Van for us, pal.
Just time for a quick catch-up
I haven't seen you in what, 15 years, 10 years?
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Where have you been?
Getting out of trouble.
Right. Up there, lad.
Before a trip into the van, Benny Boy again acts as peacemaker.
Because how you been? That's the only reason.
What? Your one's been aggressive with me, bro.
Listen,
Your
I'm
one's
not being-
grabbing on me.
But it's like dealing with a broken record.
Grab me.
I haven't grabbed
If
you.
You come grab me.
I haven't
If
grabbed
you
you,
come
Thomas.
grab me.
Come.
I don't care about uniform. If
No,
you
no,
come
I
grab
know
me.
you don't.
Exactly.
Right.
You come grab me, bro. Exactly.
Let's leave it another 15 years to hook up again, yeah?
Angry little man, isn't he?
It's been a long shift, but with a successful end.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Bye. A lot of people, if you think about a cat and mouse, they know they've lost. They're in the stolen car, they're under arrest, and they've nowhere to go. So the only thing they can do basically is get frustrated and kick off. And because we're in uniform, it's just a target for him. But the gentleman, obviously, who we've been dealing with for a long time, that's who he is. He's been on our radar for ages. So yeah, it's just bizarre sometimes how they can go from nothing to 10,000 feet in 2 seconds.
And his free fall continued back at the Nick with the discovery of cocaine. Angry Man was found guilty of possession of Class A and B drugs and was ordered to pay £170 in costs. No further action was taken on the suspected theft of the car and offensive weapon. The Golf was returned to its owner. Still to come.
Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I'm just keeping it on.
Ben's BS detector is off the chart.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, do they?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
An Interceptor's chief aim is to protect the public. And saving lives for a living is certainly something to sing about.
It's just a little bit of education. Just wear your seatbelt and keep safe.
Over a third of car occupants killed in crashes aren't wearing seatbelts. And Benz, Pearson and Barraclough have been singing the same broken record for years.
See, it's not hard, is it? Just to go click, click. Click, click.
Yet it's amazing how many drivers fail to get the message.
It doesn't even feel right when you don't wear your seatbelt.
No, it's like coming to work without a watch on. You know what I mean?
Coming to work with no pants on.
I've done that before.
Haven't we all, Ben? But it's the driver of a black Audi who's been caught with his pants down today. He's buckled up but sat on the belt.
Hello, are you all right? Yeah, no problem.
And to make things much worse, the two kids aren't strapped in car seats either.
Have you got a child on your lap? What is it? Child on the lap. Child.
You know, 2 arms, 2 legs, small, fragile.
Right, but why are they not in seats? It's to protect who? You, me, or them? Are they your kids? Well, I picked them up from the airport. Right, just let me pull behind you a minute.
Is he a taxi?
I've got no idea.
Are you a taxi, sunshine?
2 little bambinos in back at car.
Hey there, bambino.
Let's just have a quick sneaky little look.
In a 30-mile-an-hour crash, the injury to an 8-kilo child thrown from a seat is similar to falling 3 stories. So it's time for a sermon from the singing seatbelt crew.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Right. The kids, obviously,
Yes, yes.
they need to be in child restraints, don't they?
yes.
So, if they have a smash now,
Yes,
what's going to happen to the children? Just explain to me what's going to happen to them. They're going to die. Yeah.
A dad who doesn't strap the kids in safely can expect both barrels if mum finds out. But not this dad.
Are you mum? Right, mum. Why have you got a seatbelt on then?
For safety.
Yeah, for safety. And what about the little ones? Hello, you all right?
While Benny Boy plays the broken record to mum,
But that's going to really hurt them. That's why they have child restraints.
Baby Ben spins the B-side for Dad.
Hiya, pal. Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I've just taken it off.
It's plugged in.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, do they?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
His tongue seems to have been restrained.
What they do is they put the seatbelt behind him, plug it in, and then it doesn't beep. So it gives the impression when you're following him from behind they've got a seatbelt on. Not only that, he's got 2 children, under 5-year-old, in the back of the car, not restrained correctly.
Correct child seat use reduces the risk of casualty by 75%.
Do you want to jump out and have a seat in my car?
En route to the Beamer, the driver loosens his tongue and locates the hardest word.
Look, I'm really sorry, right?
I assure you am. You take a seat in there and I'll have a chat with you. All right, everything that we say and do in there is recorded. All right.
But the Bens haven't finished their well-practiced number on seat belt safety.
Do you know if you were in a bump, right, what's going to happen to them children?
And this performance is in stereo.
They're beautiful little girls, you just don't want them to get hurt, do you? Do you know what I mean? We're not being unfair, we want you to be safe, don't we?
They even preach to the kids.
You can bump your head there and then what'll happen? Right, so you need to be telling your dad you can't drive. You can't drive with no child seats.
I wouldn't never let him know to.
But you did.
Yeah.
We have a massive thing with people not wearing the seatbelts. If a car comes around the corner that's making off or just driving like an idiot, as a collision with the car, the children are going to be seriously injured. It seems petty to a lot of people, but this is what Fatal 4 is. One of the Fatal 4, it's the biggest contributor to injuries or fatal collisions on the road. It's about education rather than prosecution. If he learns, kids don't get injured, and that's all we want. We don't want kids to get injured on the road.
Please, 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 if you've got children in the car, make sure that you have the correct fastening equipment. You knew that you were going to the airport to collect these children. Yeah? These children didn't just miraculously fall off a plane and into your car, did they?
I made a mistake.
You did make a mistake, correct. I would suggest that you walk the children home.
Yeah, I would.
From here, because you've got no equipment to continually carry these children.
As the family sets off on foot...
Do I get an high five? Go on. Do I get an high five off you as well? Go on. Can I have your horsey? Yeah. Okay.
The message is well and truly delivered.
Right. See you later.
But driving without a seatbelt, the driver safely secure...
Holmes. Holmes. Lalamaz. Holmes. 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 Lalamaz. Holmes. 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 Holmes.